Successful men don't deal with women like you.
Oh my God. So
we deal with young women that aren't tainted. Young women that aren't tainted.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Just a Girl Show. My name is Janine. If you are new here, if you're new, of course, hit that subscribe button. Turn notifications on so you never miss an episode. And if you are a subscriber, welcome back to the channel. So we as women have a hard time realizing that the older you get, the more you are pushed to the side, you're less desired. It's just like no more use for in different situations, right? And I think that's something that Black women have a hard time when we talk about the dating world and how men see you, how they view you. Even when you are younger, you still are too old in certain categories, right?
Older men don't want older women. I have a hard time believing that older men genuinely see younger women and think, this is my romantic equal. Yeah. Like, I don't think you think that about a 22-year-old, sir. Winston, Charles. I agree. Think back if you can. Don't say anything out loud. Just think about what you were doing at 21. Don't say nothing. See, look at your face. Look at your face. You see what I'm talking about? You don't know yourself enough. You're naive. You're immature. You have no business dating somebody who can buy houses and such.
So I'm going to share this video of this woman who is a 25-year-old stripper and her crying about, shall I say, not being hired at this club. Let's come back and talk about it.
I know I get on this app and cry a lot, but I don't give a fuck. My name is Joyce Crawford. I am 25 years old. I've been dancing, stripping, whatever you want to call it, in Atlanta since I was 18 years old. I did the Old Follies. I did Vivid Day Ship, and I did pinups. I did Blue Ivory when that $200 tipping was popping, and we go home with $2,000 in the night, okay? I'm 5'3", I'm 100 pounds. I ain't got no motherfucking ass, okay? My face card always took me where the fuck I need to be, and I got that motherfucking mouthpiece on me. Do you motherfucking hear me? I've been in the game for 7 years. I don't consider myself an OG. I don't really care to use that term. But I'm well educated on how and what it takes to be a stripper. Everybody my whole life have been telling me to go to the Cheetah. All my customers, my regulars, my homegirls, niggas I meet on the street, my family, go to the Cheetah, go to the Cheetah, go to the Cheetah. I go to the Cheetah today. I did not get hired. I think I'm making this video because when I was 18 and I started dancing, that shit was fun to me. This shit not fun to me no more, bro. I'm getting burnt out with this shit. So the rejection is starting to take a toll on me. And if I cry, I don't give a fuck. I just verbally abuse myself on the drive home. I'm so sad. I'm crying. This been my dream club since I was 18. I'm built like a white girl. I dance like a GTA stripper. I'm like, there's no way they would never fucking hire me. It actually is a will is a way. And I got off the stage and the house mom was like, you're drop dead gorgeous. He said, no, I'm going to escort you out. Why? They don't even tell you why. They don't tell you what you could do better. I just pick myself apart. Am I ugly? Is it my makeup? Is it my C-section scar? Did I choose the wrong outfit? Actually, no. Actually, fuck no. Look at me. Everybody look at me for 1 second. Nothing is wrong with me. Maybe the club not meant for me. Maybe I'm outgrowing Georgia. I know I'm outgrowing dancing altogether, but maybe you gotta move around. Cause look at me. Look at me. And you mean to tell me I just auditioned with 8 girls? This not me hating. I'm not no hating ass bitch. I just auditioned with 8 girls. And out of the 8 girls, 2 baby strippers that's never put on heels. They didn't even know how to walk in heels. They had on gymnastic unitards. You telling me that's 8 minus 2. That's 6 bitches. We've been in the game for 5+ years. You got 2 baby strippers over here. They may be 18, 19. They got hired. Nobody else got hired but them. When we got off the stage and they didn't say nobody else's name but then we all looked at each other like, pardon. I said all that to say, don't beat yourself up. I don't know what I said all this to say. I don't know. It wasn't my club. It wasn't my time. It's time for me to get the fuck out of Georgia. It's time for me to go dance. I ain't never danced outside of Georgia. I ain't never danced in South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida. Bitch, it's time for me to move around. I'm way too pretty. You don't want me at the Cheetah. You don't want to come see me at the Cheetah. Like, that don't make no sense.
So as you guys saw, she's a very, very confident woman. Very confident, feels like she is that girl and she should have been hired. She has been dancing since she was 18 years old, 25 now, and which would be fairly young, right? To the average person, that's a young woman, right? Younger woman, shall I say. But she didn't get hired. There's so many things. Like for me, it's like, wow, 18 years old, been dancing, stripping since she was 18. It's like, wow. And she did touch on like, maybe it's time for me to get out of dancing. She's over it. And I hope she does. I really hope that you realize that there's more out here that you can do than just show your body. Okay. But what I want to focus on today outside of that is the fact that she said that it was 2 baby strippers, 2 who didn't know how to walk in heels, didn't know what to do, and they got the job. And this right here is prime example of people, men, especially in different spaces that is dominant with women. They want to have fresh meat, if you want to call it, younger. I can train you. I can work better with you. Like I may not be able to do much with you. With all, like she said, it was 8 of them and 6 of them. Y'all been dancing for y'all might be OGs. We can't work with y'all. Y'all want to talk too much. Because she said, I got that mouthpiece. So maybe that means she know what to say to people, whatever. But we want those 2 because we can work with them and train them up and build them up to be what we want them to be.
I think younger women tend to be more impressionable. I think older women, you know, in my experience, you 30, 33, 35, the experiences that you have at that point is just, you know, a little bit too much for me. And I really think in some cases you really can't teach an old dog new tricks. So I prefer, you know, my women to be of the younger variety.
And the point that I'm making with this conversation is this can go into all aspects of life when it comes to us as women. And when we are younger, we have more options. When we are older, we don't have the same options. Men don't view us the same way. They just don't. And that can be even in the job field. You know, if you are a young nurse coming out of college versus a experienced nurse who's been a nurse for 30 years and y'all both going for the job, we might want the younger one. She's not going to, you know, we thinking might be easier to work with. She's, and this is just, I'm not saying this is always the truth, but she's, you know, we can train her. We can teach her. She's teachable. Like you're just going off of like not having all this experience to having a little of how we might from our history as well of working with women who've been doing it for years. They talk back. They got too much going on. They got this. They got young. They really want it. They trying to work. You know what I'm saying? So I think that this is something that she's like, oh, look at me. You don't want to hire me. It may have nothing to do with your beauty. Right. And that's what we as women don't recognize, that it's not always about your beauty or your body. It's for a man's perspective. It's about your attitude.
She's grown and I'm grown. Right. So how is it any of your business? It's women like you. It's the older, baggage-filled women like you that's always worried about a successful man and what he does.
Oh my God.
You're worried about a successful man because we don't want you.
Keep it rolling.
We don't want you.
Keep it rolling.
Right? You washed up. You got too much baggage. You got your education and all that, but that's not enough. That's not enough. Successful men don't deal with women like you.
Oh my God. So
we deal with young women that aren't tainted, young women that aren't tainted, and all the aunties are trying to give them advice, but they single.
Oh.
Are you a single auntie?
I'm not a single auntie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I tried the
right.
next one,
Okay.
but guess what?
I see something in you that and I know women like to think, oh, that's manipulative, or men are trying to be controlling and all of this weird stuff about, you know, creepy and all of that when they're viewing younger women in a different way. But it's not about that. I just think it's about the overall goal of the environment, and it might just be better for the younger women. I don't know. But I think as I'm saying is, we don't want to realize that when you get older, things change. They change.
You don't want to deal with a woman your age, because a woman your age has adaptations. A woman your age has experience. A woman your age has money. A woman your age has autonomy. A woman your age has agency to do what the they want to do, to move how they want to move, to be who they want to be. Like that's the difference. So you want somebody that's easier to deal with because they don't have all that baggage. Baggage may be life experiences. Baggage may be a career, more money, X, Y, Z. But that is what differentiates a 22-year-old from a 32-year-old.
But we don't want to face it. We have a hard time facing that. Even again, and this is the dance world. So maybe when you are dancing, maybe old is 30. You know, young is 18. And if you 25, you know. So that's the dynamics of, again, I don't know nothing about these clubs. I have no idea, but I guess the caliber or the place or whatever it might be is just not the same. And we have to recognize that this is the reality of us as women and how our age, our youth, like, take out this dancing situation, but we need to maximize on our youth when we have our younger years, to have so many opportunities to do so many things, to not do this, not be a stripper if you don't, if you don't have to be, but you have so much opportunity. And somebody like her who's 25, you're still young, younger, you still have room to leave that and do something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are strippers out there who probably 35 and it's a little struggle now. But you still are young if you decide to walk away and realize, like, maybe I am getting a little bit too old for this. Maybe they don't see me. Again, I guess if you in a space where they don't care, you know what I'm saying? But if you trying to be that, I don't know, elite stripper or whatever you want to call it, maybe I need to realize that they like this type of girl. They like those type of girls. And I saw some in the comments, they were saying something about not hiring as many Black women. This particular strip club, I don't know. But that also can be a factor too, if they are Black, maybe they should be younger because the older ones got too much attitude. It's so many things. But like I said, we as women, specifically Black women, something about age, we feel like, oh, it shouldn't matter. People shouldn't care about your age. You should be able to do whatever you want. You should be able to just live your life in your 20s and do whatever you want. It's like, you don't get those 20s back.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Older women be hating on younger women. They be hitting this one on their ass when they see them. You see how older women, look.
You don't. I mean, we don't get to determine how men see us when we're younger and vice versa. We see younger men as immature. We don't want to do it with younger men. They can't do nothing for us. Where men see women who are younger as, I can work with her. They see us, and it's a different dynamic. It's a big difference. So this is just the reality of how age plays a big factor. And unfortunately, as I said, this is the unfortunate situation that this is her reality, but that's the choice that she's choosing to live. That's her thing. Hey, I know that the strip club culture is everything now. I guess the strip club culture has always been a thing, like, in down south, but I don't know. I think it's just more public. Social media has brought everything to the light. So I guess it is what it is in that sense. But I don't know. I just think we need to really face the reality of what it is, and also recognize that the way that you see you, everyone doesn't see you the same way, and gotta just adjust and maximize on your youth. That's most important. Okay. But let me know your thoughts on this topic in the comments. Drop it down below. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed the conversation, of course, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Join the Patreon. The link is in the description. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.